Alright, in case anyone's here, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, so I'll be right back. I mean, if you come while I'm in the bathroom, there's no way you would know that I said this, but whatever. Alright, I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be back in like a minute. Although no one's here. Just saying. Okay. Oh, hi, Boo. I was in the bathroom. Hopefully you're still here. Because people in general, like, if I'm not there for like 1 second, people just leave instantly. Gift you to Long Island Road. Blue, again, don't have a computer. I don't know how I'm supposed to. By the way, I saw a video of it. I saw your comment on a video as well. I just looked up the video. I literally never seen anything about it before yesterday, except for what you've told me. But literally, I haven't actually watched anything before yesterday. And then they were just showing like the video was just scroll. You watched that because I saw your comment there. The video just like scrolled through a bunch of screenshots of the route, and you're just talking about it, just saying stuff like what? Route is coming out on the 14th. It's going to be like the same tracks essentially as the Long Island Railroad and hi Justin. Same as the Long Island Railroad and the what's it called? Trade Sim World 2. Did the stream start late? I don't know. I don't It's 11:30 ish, something like that. That clock is I think a little bit ahead. Or actually behind. It's 11:35. Yeah, I don't really have strict timings for these streams. I just kind of do them. Like, I have the same general schedule. Yes, there will be a stream tomorrow. These are a daily thing. The thing is, I don't know if there's going to be one on the last day, because the last day is going to be a little bit more, like, compact. I think you will be broke after you spend $60. No, Blue, I could actually gift it. If you want it, like, if you don't want to pay for it, your parents don't want to pay for it or whatever, I can gift it. The thing is, Justin, I don't know if there's going to be a stream on, like, the last day. Because on the last day, I gotta leave at, like, 3, so I think we're actually going to spend more time at Sanibel on the last day. So probably we're going to, like, check out, like, kind of quickly, and then we're going to head over to Sanibel. But we're probably going to keep our bags over here, because I don't know if Sanibel can keep our bags. But we're probably going to head to the Tiki Bar there, stay at their pool, probably stay at their beach, too. So I'm not sure. And if I do a stream on the last day, it actually might be at Sanibel Inn's beach, Sanibel Inn's pool, which are a lot more crowded than Seaside Inns, but eh. I will be back around 10 or 11 p.m. on July 12th. Today's the 10th. So tomorrow's my last full day. Tomorrow will be a normal stream and everything, just like today, just like it has been. But it's going to be weird on the 12th, because I think I probably will stream, but it might not be in this room, it might not be at this pool, it might just be at the vicinity of Sanibel Inn. So the other hotel, which is like a 15-minute walk away. Will there be a video this week? No, probably not. Not on Light. Metro North added more trains for the morning. Oh, nice. Nice. It's actually good for me, because I'm going to be commuting starting beginning August-ish, so more trains are always nice. Also, there's like some sort of storm forming. Looks like it dissipated already. There was like a storm forming before. What about Light, Justin? Why not what on Light? No video on Light, considering, because I'm going to get back. If I can get the vlog out by the end of the week, then yeah, I'll do that. Actually, what is it, Saturday today? Oh, no, it's Sunday. Okay. So I don't even keep track of the days, but yeah, if I can get the vlog out by the end of this week, by Sunday, which I think is possible because stream Wednesday and Thursday. I think that's a lot. I'll stream on one of the days, probably Wednesday. Wednesday is like my first full day back. I'm not streaming on Tuesday because I'm not streaming. I'm not getting home at 11 and then streaming for an hour until like 12. I'm not doing that. I'm probably going. I actually managed to fix my sleep schedule while I'm here, and I want to appreciate that. So I'm actually going to go to bed at like 11 when I get home, and then probably wake up around 8. Reasonable timing. What if the storm knocks out the power? No, it's not a storm, and we get storms like every day. By the way, like in the afternoon, in the vlog, you'll see, literally almost every day you're gonna see like some storm brewing out there. You're gonna see some type of dark clouds. So the storm is not gonna knock out the power. The worst storm we actually had here so far was literally on the first day, and it was just some lightning. Stream Thursday actually. Okay, I can stream Thursday. Stream Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Jesus, that's way too much. More Express to Grand Central. Yep. Trying to keep up with the chat here. I could stream on Thursday. Because that's when the route comes out on Train Simulator. How about this? I'll do a train stream on Thursday. That's good timing. And I could do the Long Island Railroad route. And that could be like my first impressions type of thing. I think that's good. It's way too much because doing gaming streams every day is way too much. Now, these streams are not too much considering I'm just in the room talking and the pool talking, right? This is not a lot, but streaming like with my actual setup and playing games and whatnot, it's yeah, for sure. I'll do that, but it's tiring to do like 4 streams in a row when I'm at home on the computer. That's tiring because I'm like playing games and interacting, and it's like more of like a professionally run stream. But this is just very, very like lo-fi, I guess you would say, considering I'm literally just in the room. It's tiring because I gotta play games, I gotta actually run the stream, gotta worry about like mod, I gotta worry about playing the games while talking to people in the chat, I gotta worry about satisfying everybody with the games because people get pissed when I don't do what they want. So it's kind of tiring, like trying to play games, satisfy everybody, talk in chat all at once. That gets tiring to do that like every day. It's not tiring, it's fun to stream obviously, but it gets tiring like one day after another. Like, doing it every single day will get tiring. Not necessary. What's not necessary? But if I do a stream, these streams it's just talking, so like, it's not tiring to just talk. I mean, literally, like, I have nothing better to do right now, so I would be bored as hell probably if I'm not streaming. If I wasn't streaming, I would probably just change clothes and just be on my bed watching like YouTube or something. Maybe I go in the pool for a little bit. But it would be extremely boring before lunch if I didn't do these streams now. So I like these streams now. These are not tiring. Now, if you want, I can do these streams every day while I'm at home. I mean, it's probably not going to be as entertaining because the pool isn't there and whatever, but, I can do those every day for the rest of the week, maybe. Yeah, Justin, I'm in the process of recording the vlog. I mean, I recorded probably most of the footage for the vlog. Yeah, most of it is probably already recorded. Considering I've, already done a majority of this trip, I only got 1 full day left. I mean, yeah, I would say a really good majority of the vlog is done already. I mean, I filmed a little bit for today. Like, lately I actually haven't been filming that much. I filmed a ton on, like, the first day, second day, because that's when a lot of the new experiences were. Tell my dad to buy a pool. Just so we can replicate this, right? Just so we can replicate, like, being at the hotel and then going out and going to the pool, right? How do I set up regular streams? Well, how do I set up? Okay, well, I mean, I have OBS open on my second monitor. I use XSplit, the software for the camera. I got those 2 lights in front of me that I turn on. I put the microphone in front of me. Make sure the angle looks nice. Have my headphones in. I have the chat open on the other monitor too. I have OBS, which monitors the stream, and I can change stuff about the stream, change settings and whatnot. Then I have the chat that I can read and interact with. Then I got the main thing going on the main screen. So that's how I set up my regular streams. Tell my dad to get a room at a hotel in New York. Why? Oh, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Boom Jelly. Yeah, you said your birthday was in a few days. Nice. Tell my dad to buy a 3090. Yep, very worth it. 3090 is definitely very, very worth it for me, especially considering I don't want to get a 4060 because yeah, great. If I don't want a 4060, I'll definitely want a 3090 bus. Great. Bye because Boom Jelly's here. All right, bye Justin. I don't argue with your logic with streams anymore, honestly. I just appreciate that you're at the streams, considering this is probably the first stream you've been to, or these couple of streams have literally been the first streams that you've been to since like January, literally. You haven't been to like any of the streams since like January, so I appreciate that you're here. But sure, I guess you don't like Boom Jelly's taking your spot, I guess. Yeah, I don't know why my dad would buy a hotel room in New York, though. It makes no sense to me. If we want a pool for these streams, I mean, I can go to, if I really, really want to, I can go to some random public pool in New York. Not as fun as this one, but... Min going to Lake Compounce, and I'm like 1 minute away, so I can't be here. All right, Boom Jelly. Yeah, that's fine. Lake Compounce. Never heard of Lake Compounce before. That sounds fun, though. Yeah, let's... All right, bye, Boom Jelly. And happy birthday again. Let's check on the pool. It's hot. Yep, like a million people out there. I don't understand why it was so empty. You know why? Maybe because it was Wednesday and Thursday, just random in the middle of the week, right? But now it's the weekend and we got more people coming for the weekend. That's what I think is happening, which sucks. But hey, maybe Monday will be a nice empty day for the pool. Tuesday too, maybe. Except Tuesday I'll be at Sanibel Inn's pool, so Sanibel Inn's pool's always crowded. Except one time it was empty. At lunchtime too, which makes no sense. All right, buy the Long Island Railroad for me because yes. Great logic. I'll do it. Yeah. Oh, finally, YouTube's counter claims that there's one person here, even though there definitely has always been more than one person here, but YouTube's view count now says 1. Great. Let me assess how many people are at the pool. I think there are 2 families, something like that. But they're like sitting down. I think they're drying off, so they might leave soon. If they leave, that would be nice. It's really hot outside. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's like really freaking hot outside. I mean, probably because it's air conditioned in here, and then I go outside, and then, of course, it's hot. Yeah, I'll show you how to get the weather. I know I've been saying that for like the past 10,000 years, but yeah. Here, maybe we can do it at some point. We can go on like a Discord call and like you can share your screen and like I can tell you how to do it. Or maybe I can do a tutorial on my train channel at some point. And then I could explain how it works. You want the snow. Well, you can get snow just regularly, but I guess there's enhanced snow. I actually never tried the snow with the weather pack, but I guess it has enhanced snow. For me, I like the weather pack mostly because of the thunderstorms. Also, the clouds look nice too. Got some like at least 90 degrees out here right now. I want the Harlem Line and Train Sim Classic, yep. So do I. Didn't you say that on the comment on one of the videos? Because I think I saw your comment there. On a video. On the Long Island Railroad. Alright, Harlem Line and Train Sim Classic would be ideal. Because you know why? Like, what I like about them, or one thing that I like about these routes being in Train Sim Classic is that it's easy, well, not easy, but easier for people to make extensions on their own. Like, for me, like, I managed with pretty much zero experience in the editor to build a skeleton route up to Crestwood from Mount Vernon West. So it's possible to build extensions. Like, you know, people extended the Hudson line up to Poughkeepsie, like, and it's actually a really good quality extension. So maybe if the Harlem line they add to Train Sim Classic, realistically, what do you think? They're going to only add an M7 and they're only going to make it up to North White Plains. Like, what do you think? They're not going to, realistically speaking, I mean, it would be ideal if they can get it up to Poughkeepsie, or to Wassaic. Ideal, absolutely ideal, but knowing Dovetail, they're probably only going to do the bare minimum and just get it up to North White Plains. But if they do that, people can extend it up to Wassaic, and I feel like people will extend it up to Wassaic. That would be awesome if people extend it up to Wassaic. But, you know, it's definitely possible. Even for me, like, I could try doing that on my own, too, if I really wanted to. Or even for the, like, and what I like about the Long Island Railroad coming to Train Sim Classic now is that people will definitely extend it. Like, maybe someone will do, like, up to Ronkonkoma, or, like, the Central Line up to Babylon, you know, stuff like that. Except the problem is we don't have any, we don't have a DM30AC or DE30AC. So the Central Line wouldn't really work because it's not electrified, and we don't have any Long Island Railroad diesel locomotives, unless Dovetail makes one. That'd be great. I don't think they will add an M7A for Harlem Line. Yeah, probably not. Maybe an M3A, that would be nice, because they already have an M7A for Harlem Line, and actually, you know, on the M7A, like, in Train Sim Classic, like, you know, the display actually says North White Plains, Southeast, Mount Kisco, Crestwood. Like, the displays have Harlem Line stops. So that's a sign. Maybe at some point they could add the Harlem Line. And an M3A. That would be great if they could add an M3A. Maybe what they'll do is they'll make an M3 for the Long Island Railroad, and people can reskin it as an M3A. But even then, that would look more like an M1 unless they can get the interior reskinned as well. And then that would be like the newly refurbished M3As. Well, not newly. Refurbished like 15 years ago at this point, but yeah. Yeah. So one thing that I'm excited for with the Long Island Railroad is the fact that people are going to make mods, people are going to extend it, because Train Sim Classic has so much more customization. Like, and it's like easy to extend routes and stuff. So maybe someone will make like the entire Ronkonkoma branch and stuff, or maybe someone will build up to Huntington. I really don't understand why Dovetail can't just build up to Huntington. They can build up to Hicksville, but they can't go 2 more stops to Huntington. Then you created like an entire route like as well. I don't know why Dovetail is lazy. Yeah, is that especially for that as well? It's 2 stops more to get to Huntington, and Huntington to Penn is like it's an entire route. But no, they have to stop at Hicksville for some reason. They can't make the one more stop. But they are going to make East Williston for some reason. Why the hell? Why do they need East Williston? I mean, there is like one route. FanRailer is going to make them on. Yeah, and I'm excited for that too, because the M7 is actually going to sound good and whatnot. You know, I've been using FanRailer's mods literally ever since I got Train Simulator. Literally, I think his mods are the best. But yeah, I was ranting before, like, yeah, they can make East Williston and Belmont Park, but they can't build 2 stops up to Huntington. Like, why? I understand if they don't want to do the whole Port Jefferson branch, yeah, 'cause especially considering they don't even have the diesel locomotives of the Long Island Railroad, so they can't even really do the Port Jefferson branch. But they can build up to Huntington. That's kind of what I'm pissed off about a little bit, because, like, what? Like, that's a whole route. Can't wait to change the display for the M7. And it's going to be Long Island Railroad stops. I mean, the only full route that you really have is Hempstead. Really, you got the entire Hempstead branch because it's the shortest. Of course, they would do the Hempstead branch and Belmont Park, and East Williston. Well, I don't know why they built up to East Williston out of all things. Because I know, but East Williston is an exclusive to Train Sim Classic because it's not in Train Sim World 2. But no, that's the only extra thing they're gonna do. Not gonna put an M3 or anything. Nah, they're gonna build up to East Williston. I don't know why I care. Actually, I mean, I think there are like one or two routes in a day on Long Island Railroad that actually does go from East Williston to Penn. I think that's a thing. I don't even know why East Williston is electrified, honestly. It's the first stop on the Oyster Bay branch and it's electrified. Don't know why. Also, I don't know why the hell I'm ranting so much about East Williston and Belmont Park. Yeah, me too, Boo. Me too. Hate Dovetail Games logic. They can build up to East Williston. They're going to build East Williston and Belmont Park, but they're not going to build up to Huntington. That's two more stops, and that makes a full route. Nah, they're going to stop at Hicksville. No train originates at Hicksville and goes to Penn. Hicksville is kind of a junction, because at Hicksville, you can either take the Central Branch, which takes you down to two spots. You can either go to Ronkonkoma from there, or you can go to Babylon from there, or you can go to Port Jefferson, and you can stop at Huntington as well. And that's like an electrified line up to Huntington, but then you got the stops up to Port Jefferson, which are not electrified. But literally, at Hicksville's a junction where you can ultimately take three routes. Well, two, but then one splits off into another two. So, I don't know why the hell they just stop at Hicksville. They can at least build up to Huntington. Don't know why I'm pissed about that, but I'm just glad they have the Hempstead branch, honestly. I really wish they had the M3, M9, and C3. Exactly! Why not an M9? That's the thing, too. Like, I don't know why they wouldn't make an M9. Because the M9s are the newest trains. Like, I don't understand why they wouldn't just develop the thing. Probably because they already had an M7, and they don't want to make a whole new train. I mean, at some point, if they make an M9, that would be awesome. And a C3, especially C3, and if they make some sort of, they build like some sort of, diesel-only territory, like the Central Branch, literally. That's probably all they're going to do. Yeah, because that's also two stops. But actually, I would probably be more pissed if they only did the Central Branch and they didn't build up to Huntington. Like, if they just added Bethpage and Babylon, I'd probably be pissed about that, but whatever. Don't understand their logic either. I mean, that would force them to have to make a C3, though. Because the Central Branch, because from Bethpage to Babylon, that one section of track, it's a single track and it's unelectrified. You just bring a P32. Mm-hmm. How weird would that be? That would be really weird, seeing a P32 on Long Island Railroad territory. That'd be really weird. I can't even imagine that, literally, because I've been on Long Island Railroad C3s like so many times. It was just like weird. It would be super weird to ride a shoreliner on Long Island Railroad. I can't even imagine that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, now talking about it is actually hyping me up for the for the DLC, so that's good. Oh, but Blue, I don't know your Steam name. If you can give me the details on your Steam account, I could gift it to you when I get home. But we can do that later. I want to pre-order it as well. I'll probably pre-order it like the. Hopefully they listen. Oh, Dovetail. If Dovetail's listening right now, yeah, Dovetail. Take my suggestions if you're listening. Add a C3. Build at least up to Huntington. It's two stops. It's literally just Syosset and Huntington, and that's it. Two stops, and you made a whole nother complete line. So not only do you have the entire Hempstead branch, but you also have the entire line up to, not entire line, but you also have the entire trackage up to Huntington. And there are so many trains that run from Penn to Huntington. And add an M9 maybe, and an M3. I mean, I don't know if that's too much, but actually, what would I want? If they added one train, you know what would be great? If they built up all the way up to Port Jefferson and added a C3. That would be awesome. I think that's what I would want the most. And also a Babylon branch would be nice. And a Montauk branch. Ooh, that would be really nice. But that's a lot. Imagine they had the whole Long Island Railroad system. That'd be great. Like up to Montauk would actually be awesome. Babylon and Montauk. Oh, and also they're adding St. Albans and Train Sim Classic. Like, why? Why? That it's just gonna make St. Albans and that's nothing past it. Because in real life that will take you down to Babylon, but there's nothing there. So they have the two possible connections down to Babylon. They have Hicksville, and they have St. Albans. So they could make a Babylon branch there. They can easily connect it. That's hard to decide, honestly. I don't know if I would want an M3A or Shoreline. Both, ideally, obviously. Ah, you know what? You know what my logic is for that? Maybe for the Long Island Railroad, if they make an M3, I can reskin that M3 into an M3A and use that for the Harlem line. So in that case, I would do that, and I don't even need an M3A because they would have an M3 already. If they do make an M3, then I would have an M3A already, and I can just have Shoreliner 1 and 2. I can pick Shoreliner 1 and 2, and then yeah, I have Shoreliner 1 and 2 and M3A. So that solves both of them because I can't decide. I would really ideally want both. No, the stickers though. I don't care about stickers. If I can just get an M3, someone will definitely make an M3A reskin. Again, one of the things I really like about Train Sim Classic, people will just make a reskin. I don't even need to worry about it. People will make mods, people will make reskins. I don't even need to worry about it. Because with Train Sim World 2, if the train doesn't sound right, like, the sound is weird and the line is barely anything, like the line's only up to North White, like Harlem Line's only up to North White Plains, people can't really extend it or make mods, or it's much more difficult to in Train Sim World 2. But Train Sim Classic, you can make the mods and you can make your own scenarios, whatnot. You can make it much more immersive, much more realistic in terms of that stuff. I would be excited for the Northway Plains Yard. Northway Plains Yard, they have the Northway Plains Yard in Train Sim World too. But I mean, in Train Sim Classic, I guess, yeah. If they actually end up making the Harlem line in Train Sim Classic, I would probably even want to create my own extension. I mean, people would definitely make extensions, but I can try making my own for fun. And if they have the Northway Plains Yard, then it would be even easier because I only need to build 2 tracks, and then you have Valhalla, Mount Pleasant, Hawthorne, all that stuff up to Southeast. Train Sim Classic, I would add trains like the M7A and M3A. Well, the M7A is already in Train Sim Classic. M3A I would definitely add. C3 would be nice as well, and M9. M9 and C3 would be nice. Because it would be cool passing by the yard seeing those trains. Yeah, on the Harlem line. It would be cool seeing M3As passing, yeah. And then on Long Island Railroad, I think honestly, like, what I want the most on Long Island Railroad is a C3. Probably. I mean, M3As would be good too, but like if they had a C3, people can build on on electrified territory and unlock so much more stuff. Or you can use Dovetail Games logic and probably just run an M7A up the Oyster Bay branch or Port Jefferson branch or whatever, or Montauk. You could probably run an M7A on electrified territory, according to Dovetail logic, obviously. But to be fair, like right now, they are actually trying to test out building. Now I'm quite excited. Yeah, me too. Just talking about it, it's making me excited. But I was saying, for some reason, when I'm on vacation, I completely lose my ability to speak coherently. If they add a C3, people can now build, realistically can build unelectrified territories in Train Sim Classic for the Long Island Railroad. But knowing Dovetail, or no, I was saying before, jeez, I already mentioned that. In real life, I don't even know Blue, Jesus. Ah. In real life, they're testing out adding batteries to an M7, and that M7, it's one married pair of M7s. Dovetail Games was what again? I don't remember. I don't remember what I said. But they're right now in real life adding a pair of batteries to a pair of M7, a married pair of M7s, and they're testing that on the Oyster Bay branch. So, technically, you can just run an M7 up the Oyster Bay branch in Train Sim Classic because according to Dovetail logic, you probably can. And you can just pretend that there are batteries there, and you're running that one married pair that has batteries. Hopefully that made sense. That's all I wanted to say, just about that batteries on that one married pair of M7s, and you can just kind of in Train Sim Classic, you can run an M7 wherever the heck you want, realistically, because Dovetail logic. So just pretend it has batteries. That's what I wanted to say. But a C3 would be cool, because I like C3s. Okay, yeah. C3s are one of my favorite trains. I like them. I like being on the top of C3s. You get a really nice view, especially like speeding down the main line, like passing every stop on the two tracks, well, three now, on the main line. Yeah, C3s are nice. C3s also have like a nice smell. So do M3As. M3As and C3s actually smell really nice. M7As smell like blah for me, because I'm just so used to them. I would mostly wrong rail to Southeast, of course. M8s also smell pretty nice. But M7s, though, I'm just so used to the smell of M7s, like I don't care anymore. But C3s actually do smell really nice. C3s actually smell kind of similar to M3s. I don't think you know how an M3A smells like. But C3s smell kind of similar. I think they smell better than M3s. Why are we talking about smells? I don't know. Why am I talking about smells? And I have no idea how an M2 would smell like. I would imagine kind of similar to an M3A. At Shoreliners, or maybe similar to a Shoreliner. I don't know. I don't even remember how Shoreliners smell at this point, honestly. Don't know why. I'm gonna maybe ride a Shoreliner to Stanford tomorrow. Oh, in real life? Oh, that would be nice. I don't know why. Like, I've been on a Shoreliner much more recently than I've been on a C3, but I can't remember how Shoreliners smell. But I can remember how C3s smell. I don't know why. I don't know why I can't remember how Shoreliners smell. But I haven't been in a Shoreliner actually in about a year, a little less than a year. But yeah, gonna ride a Shoreliner tomorrow. That's nice. Maybe. Who said? I was about to say I've never been on a Shoreliner on the New Haven line, but I have. Danbury Branch. You're gonna record the two doors, okay. And if it was me, I would probably purposely. Actually, no, I don't want to say that. I, generally speaking, like Shoreliner 1 and 2s more than 3s and 4s because I don't really care for the middle doors. I think the middle doors, for me, eat up legroom for the seats because the seats on 3s and 4s are more compact because they need space for the middle doors. But I feel like Shoreliner 1 and 2s are more spacious in general. It feels more spacious to be in one. And you don't have the middle doors, you have more leg room, so I like Shoreliner 1 and 2s more. But threes and fours have the updated seats, or some of them do. So I like the threes and fours because of the updated seats, but I like the one and twos because of the spaciousness and legroom of them. And you care about the middle doors. I don't care. Me too. Me personally, I don't care about the middle doors. That's just me. I actually prefer just having the two doors on either end because this car just feels more spacious. And also, let's say like if it's cold, like if it's winter or something, and like nobody's getting off at a station, and you don't have the middle doors there, and no one's getting off, like no one's opening the doors to the vestibule, like the car itself, like no doors in the main car are gonna open. Let's say if it's like cold outside or something like that, so you don't get the cold like from the air or something like that, you know. Or same thing if it's like too hot and the car's air conditioned, you don't get the heat coming in to the train, and like the air in the train is nice. That's a perk of not having a middle door. You know, you got stuff like that. But I don't know. I just don't care about the middle door. I don't know why. You're right. The middle doors are useful. They're good for boarding. People can get on and off the train quicker. They're useful. Yes, I agree. Shook on the pool. Probably people there, realistically. There are two people. I thought there was no one at the pool initially, but there are two people there. They're like drying off, though, it looks like, so they might leave. If they leave, then I'm gonna go. It's cold in here, obviously. AC's on. It's almost too cold in here because my bathing suit's like wet. So the cold is almost like amplified. And also, fun fact, yesterday, I mean, I guess mostly my mom managed to set off that alarm in the room, and it was super freaking loud because bread was burning in this toaster. And I was literally right here under the fridge like this, grabbing some stuff up here, and then this alarm starts beeping like crazy. It scared the hell out of me because there was toast burning in here. I don't know why I even mentioned that, but fun fact. M3A have the middle door. M3As have two doors on each side of the train, and there's this one large middle section, and then these two small sections at the end. It's not really like, I mean, they have the same type of door as Shoreliner middle doors. It's like the same double door system, but... Oh, my mom's coming. They have the same type of door, but... Okay, I might head to the pool soon. Hey, mommy. M3A doors are taller than the Shoreline. I never really paid attention to that, actually. You want me to shut this? That's cool enough in here anyway.
I can go out. If you feel comfortable with it.
No, it's okay. I'm actually kind of cold in here too. Yeah, I actually haven't really seen the Shoreliner doors, like, because I don't ride Shoreliners often, so I don't really. Well, I almost like don't remember how tall the Shoreliner doors are. Last time I was on a Shoreliner, well, not on, but last time I was really like, what's it called? Last time I was on, actually, yes, last time I was on a Shoreliner was like August 2021. That's when they just started upgrading them a lot. Like, they started upgrading a bunch of them. Shoreliners always run rail. Well, not always, but a lot of the time they do. But yeah, when I was in New York City almost every day, and I was in Grand Central every day at that point. So yeah, I basically I just went on the Shoreliners to find the middle doors, and I made that video on the train channel. That was the last time I went on a Shoreliner ever, and the middle doors were open, so I didn't pay attention, and I wasn't even paying attention to the doors. I was paying attention to the seats. Shoreliners always run rails, so does the M3A. Not always. I don't want to say always, because I ride M3As sort of frequently. I mean, not very frequently, but frequently enough. I don't think they really run rail all that much. Yeah, some do. Are you going outside, or are you staying in here?
Outside, let's go here.
No, okay. I'll stay in here.
I'll be here on
There are like 2 people at the pool, right? Can you check there are like 2 people at the pool, right? Here, keep the door open. Can you just check quickly?
Nobody's.
Nobody? Oh, okay. Usually wrong railing happens like during the morning and evening rush hours, so talking about. So in the morning and evening rush hours, there are like a bunch of trains running, obviously. There's a huge rush of trains running in one direction. So more trains will run on rail because you need less tracks for the other direction, but more tracks for one. And M3As mostly run during rush hours anyway, so that's probably why you see them run railing more. Yeah, expresses. Okay. Well, nobody's at the pool, so we're gonna go to the pool. Your shot of New Haven is reasonably what? I'm gonna go to the pool. I brought a card with me. You might go back to the ocean? Okay. All right. So I got a card with me, so I guess I'll pick you up. Not pick you up, but I'll come there if you don't come here. As usual. All right. Just got so much stuff in my hands. All right. See you later. Of course, when my mom looks at the pool, no one's there. But I've been looking at. But no one's here too. It's like, oh, perfect. It's more worth it. I don't want to get burned. Reasonably near Shove New Haven is reasonably good.
What happened?
I need sunblock. Yeah. My dad didn't want to come. Well, it's kind of difficult for him to like walk like long distances. So walking through Kennedy Airport and the security lines and all that stuff is like. Oh, I think I accidentally removed your. I think I legit accidentally removed your mod by having my phone like right here. I think it actually scrolled through the menus to remove your mod. Oh my god, I gave it back to you. Oh my god. But yeah, my dad didn't want to come because like the lines at like Kennedy Airport and everything. It's a lot of walking. Fort Myers Airport is not a lot of walking, but JFK kind of sucks with walking. So. That's mostly why. And then also, he doesn't really like flying on planes. He prefers driving. And I don't have the time to drive to Florida. I wanted to fly, so. That's why he didn't come. I swear if somebody comes to the pool while I'm putting on sunblock. Why didn't I get suntan? I mean, I got tan on my arm a little bit, but not my face. I don't tan very easily. It kind of takes a while for me to get tanned. Because I get sunburned quickly. That's the thing. I feel like people either get tan quickly or they get sunburned quickly. I'm one of those people that gets sunburned quickly. I can tan, but it just takes a while. Like, my arm is tanned. But this part of my arm's not. This is. I think you can see a difference. Might be harder to see on camera, but... You get tan on your neck. Did I even get tan on my neck? I don't think so. I didn't get tan on my neck. I didn't really get tan on my neck. I get burned on my neck and my back. I get burned on my neck and my back very easily. That's why I have this shirt on like all the time when I'm outside on the pool, in the pool or in the ocean. I have this shirt on. This is like a special like swim shirt, I guess you would call it. Just so like, cause I'm gonna get burned anyway. Like, and you know, it's easier to just have this thing on than put sunblock like on all my back and everything. It's much easier to just ignore that part of the body and just put a shirt on, so I don't get burned anyway. But I do need to put a bunch of sunblock on my neck because my neck gets burned. In fact, the back of my neck, I don't know if you can see if I go like this. It's probably red. Probably. It's probably not tan, it's probably red. Realistically. Also, the motherboard price is, of course. You got it early, alright. Only 6 left. Ah, people are buying it because I remember you told me 12 left before. Is it an Intel or an AMD motherboard? Like, what socket does it have? Intel, okay. You're gonna get an i9? Because I got an i7 in mine because I built my PC like almost 3 years ago at this point. And i9s existed, but were super expensive at the time. I think they're more reasonably priced now because they've been out for longer, but they were much newer back when I built mine. Yeah, Intel i9. See, like, they're actually, even within, like, the 3 years that passed since I built my PC, like, PC part components have changed, like, drastically. They've improved a lot. Just in 3 years. Like, back then, the i9 was super elite and expensive. And the i7 was like, oh, no, you're not. Ah, okay. But i9s are more reasonably priced now than they were 3 years ago. 11 is coming? Oh my god. What happened to the 10? Well, to be fair, then what happened to the 6? I guess they go by twos. Yeah, because back when I built my PC, 3200 gigahertz RAM. Oh. Okay. Because back when I built my PC, 3200 gigahertz RAM was like an elite thing, and 3000 megahertz was like the common one. But now, 3000 megahertz is basically obsolete, 3200 megahertz is a standard, and 3600 megahertz I think is the elite. So RAM has improved. Now the i7 is almost considered like the i5 now, and the i9 is considered the standard thing. The 2060 at this point is like considered like old. Now the 3090 and 4060 and whatnot, 4090, what's outrageous? But like now with these new cards coming out, the 2060 is almost like obsolete, but back then the 2060 was essentially what the 3090 is now. So yeah, like there's a noticeable difference in like how much PC parts and stuff progress. Like in another 3 years from now, the 4090 and everything is going to be obsolete. And 3200 megahertz RAM, which is probably what you have or what you're going to get. Because 3200 is like a standard. You can't even get 3000 megahertz RAM anymore. But in 3 years, it's going to be obsolete. It's going to be crazy. It's like crazy how fast PC parts become just obsolete like that. Okay, that's locked. Yep, 3200 is what you have for your RAM. That's the standard. Back when I built my PC in 2019, 3200 megahertz was like the premium thing. It was essentially the i9 of RAM, getting a 3200 megahertz. You're gonna build your PC tomorrow. Okay, well, good luck with that if you get all your parts. People went in the pool. Oh my god. Of course people go in the pool. Damn. I can go by the deck. You know what? Whatever. I don't care. Who cares about people? You need a keyboard. I should be able to help with keyboards. You see, I don't think you would want to spend $400 on a looped keyboard and all that stuff. Like right now you want just a PC probably. What I would probably recommend, I care about people. Yeah, about people being at the pool, yeah, stuff like that. If that's what you're referring to. But what was I saying? I would recommend for a keyboard the Red Dragon K582, which is what I had, the Red Dragon mod video and all that stuff, right? I would recommend it because it has, it's a mechanical keyboard. It has mechanical switches. The mouse, it's a decent enough mouse that comes with the keyboard too. I think it's a really good starter keyboard. It's like a good mix of like a gaming keyboard and also like kind of a keyboard that you can mod later on. If you later on want to like mod it, like lube the switches and whatever. It's like $50 or $60, but it comes with a mouse too. It's a keyboard and a mouse, and it has mechanical switches and everything. Because I'm sure right now you don't care about modding and building your own keyboard, because you could also get like a GMMK Pro, I think it's called. With that keyboard, like, you gotta like install the switches and stuff like that, but it's very beginner friendly as well, and you don't need to lube the switches or anything. You can literally just build it on your own, like very, very quickly, very easily. Because I'm sure right now you don't care about, lubing switches and all that process right now. You probably just want a keyboard just to have along with your PC. Because right now you probably only care about building the PC and that's it, not a keyboard. Because I was definitely like that myself. Like, I did not care about keyboards. All I knew back then is I wanted a mechanical keyboard and that's it. I didn't know that I would eventually mod it and build a $400 keyboard. So yeah, I would probably, for you, I would recommend the Redragon K582. It's like $60. Probably now with inflation it is $60. It was like 50 when I got it. 55. So probably more expensive now. Okay. We got everything now for the pool. Let me just make sure the door is locked. And I just turned my data on as well. The connection is going to be sucky when I get outside, but I turned data on, so hopefully it'll switch over to data quickly. 30 minutes in the pool, and then I got to go for lunch. Well, I don't have to go for lunch, but my mom usually likes to go for lunch earlier. Not early, but she prefers as close to 1 as possible. A Windows key? Yeah, the Redragon K582 has a Windows key. I mean, if you want to see more about it, you can watch the video from, what is it? I think it was February 21. I made a video modding it. Like, I show a picture of it. It has a Windows key. It's Windows compatible. Definitely Windows compatible. Oh, key for the computer. I can show you a website. There's a website where you can get them for like really cheap, like $15. That's what I use. It's not a scam or anything either. It's literally, they just get codes from like China or something because they're like much cheaper from there. And it doesn't matter where you get your code from. I would highly recommend not getting one from Microsoft. Microsoft makes you pay $200 for the US version. You literally get a $15 thing from China and it's no different. It's the same thing. Also, you don't even need, like, I actually had Windows, like, without a, I could send it to you, yeah. And also, I know there's, like a sponsor link, like a YouTuber has, like, a sponsor link for it as well, so you can get it even cheaper. It's, like, $7. I could send you all that stuff at some point. Actually, for like, I would say a good 6 or 7 months, I didn't even have a copy of Windows. I literally had the watermark on the bottom right of the screen. It's like, I go to settings to activate Windows. You know the watermark. I'm sure you know the watermark. I had that watermark for like 6 months. It didn't even bother me. Honestly, I didn't care. I just, you know, I felt better not paying $200 to remove that watermark, because practically that's all activating Windows does. It just removes that watermark, and it also lets you customize your background, and that's it, literally. That might be the same YouTube. But I got it, like, well, see how much you can get it for, because you can get it for like $7, like, literally. I'll send you the video where I got it from. It looks like a sketchy website and stuff, but it's not. Yeah, but also, just saying, like, with the Windows, like, I would recommend, or not recommend, but I would say, like, worrying about Windows, like, I feel like that's, like, probably the last thing you should worry about, like, with the PC, getting a copy of Windows. Now, like, obviously, you should worry about, like, I think the main thing you should worry about is installing Windows onto a hard drive and then installing it onto your system. That's what I worry about more. And then activating Windows, I think, is more of like a secondary thing, because honestly, you can run Windows completely fine without a copy. Like, you're just gonna get the watermark on the bottom right, which is not very invasive at all. I literally used it totally fine for like 6 months. But when I found out that you can get Windows for like $20, like that's when, or not even, like $7, that's when I just got a copy because I was like, yeah, why not? But I honestly think that buying Windows is like a secondary thing, really. Because you can run Windows totally fine without a copy. Like without an activated key. Literally, the only thing, I gotta go eat. Alright, Blue. Then I'll probably just end the stream here. So I gotta eat in about 20 minutes or so. So I'll probably just end the stream here and then I'll just, oh, there's a pelican. I think that's a pelican. So I'll end the stream here. I'll just go swimming in the pool. So see you tomorrow for the last regular stream, and then probably Sanibel in on the